What's going on, guys? It is your boy Jacob back here for another video, and today, as you guys can see, we are playing Rust. This is not a normal video that I post. This is a base design video. One of my videos has just recently hit over 100 and something thousand views, which is insane, and the base wasn't even that good now that I look back on it. But today I come to you guys with a new base design that I've been trying out and messing with on this server. Keep in mind there's different stages of this base you can do, but you'll have to find that out for yourself. I'm going to show you the whole tour throughout this base, and then I'll tell you what it takes to make and everything inside. Obviously, as you guys look at it, it doesn't look too big, too crazy, and maybe not as secure as you guys think, but here at the front door you can add on a bunch of different airlocks. You can do what you want. This is basically like the starting point of the base. It gives you sort of a core, like a honeycombed core. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the tour.
The truth.
Alright boys, so obviously, as you can see, you walk up to the front door here. You know, nothing crazy. See my door? Open it up, okay? Now this is your choice to put a shotgun trap here. It is definitely up to you guys, but personally, I mean, most likely it'll be seen, and they'll probably break it, so I don't know what y'all want to do there. Now you can definitely place one on this wall right here. That's why, as you guys will see after we're done with the tour, I have 11 shotgun traps, but yeah, it is not right there. So as we go into the first garage door here, you got your tier 3 and your barbecue here, cooking up some food, you know, nothing crazy. We also have 2 boxes below the tier 3, you know, just like a little storage space. Keep in mind that I'll show you more squares that you can place these tier 3s on. This is just the order that I placed them in. So you open your next garage door, and yes, as you guys can see, it's sort of like an open loot room, but at the same time it's not. So it's a drop down. You drop down in here, and there's about 2 shotgun traps on every side of each loot room. So there's no chance. I mean, if they would have to like blow off every single one of these doors to get all the shotgun traps. So say they do crouch here, break that one, barely be able to break that one, and break that one. You hop down here and you're getting blasted. But as you guys can see, we got a 4-box loot room. Nothing crazy. We got our sleeping bag right here on the top triangle. And my favorite part about this base design is this TC placement. This TC placement makes it to where the raider has to break one of these walls, this roof or this low wall, if they want to get to the TC loot. Keep in mind they can still break it, but they will not get the loot from the TC, but yet you can still access it. As we get into our next room here, this opens up to 2 garage doors, which surprising enough, if you open up both here, you got 3 furnaces, 2 shotgun traps. Yeah, you could place a turret here if you're that far into the game. You got electricity, windmills, blah, blah, all that good stuff. But, you know, right now I have 2 shotgun traps. And then on the other side, the same old, 3 more furnaces, 2 shotgun traps. We go to the next garage door here, and we have our bed and our research table. Obviously, research bed makes you respawn faster. That's about it to the base design, as in, since this is more of a starter and you sort of add on. That's about it for the tour, so I'm going to show you guys how much resources this base actually takes. Alrighty guys, so first things first, we're going to start off with the items in the base. As you guys saw in the tour, one of the shotgun traps is optional, but I recommend it. But in total, you will have 6 furnaces, 12 large boxes, 1 cupboard, 2 sheet metal doors, 5 garage doors, 1 bag, 1 bed, 1 barbecue, 1 workbench, 2 small boxes, 1 research table, and 11 shotgun trap. Now that I have shown you the items that it does take to build this base, I'm now going to show you resource-wise what the base took to build. So I have done the add-ups and have checked what this base cost to build. Right now, with the amount of half walls I used instead of regular walls, it says somewhere around 20,000, but yet you can make this with a lot cheaper of stone. I recommend to use full walls instead of half walls at every point that you can, except for the furnace drop-down area, and that will save you about 5 or 7k stone, so you'd be around 13k stone to build this nice honeycomb base. Now wood wise, I would recommend for you guys to get about 7 or 8k, so you'd have a little bit of breathing room to mess up a few times and not run out of wood. So this is what the base looks like from the top. Keep in mind that the main core is highlighted right now. That is basically what you guys saw in the video. The rest of the triangles, as you guys can see in red, our honeycomb that's like the starting honeycomb. Alrighty guys, let's get into how we built this base. First thing you want to do is start off with a triangle foundation. Make sure it is as low as you can, then 3 tall square foundations all around it. Now you want to fill in your honeycomb spots on every single side. Make sure you upgrade all of this part right here, because this is the main core and the foundation of your base. Upgrade it to the material of your choice, sheet metal, HQM, wood, stone, whatever you guys would like. Now that you have done this, you want to choose which side you will be accessing your TC from. But in order to do that, you need to choose which side your entrance is going to be on. So for me, I like this side, so I'm going to make my TC access on the opposite side. To be able to place this TC, you need to be able to place a half wall, a floor triangle, place your TC in the little hole. It's a little tight fit. Okay, yeah, that's what she said. Upgrade those things, and boom, now that that's done, your TC is perfectly safe and ready for business. Now for the safest option, you want to be able to almost seal this in as fast as you can. I'm going to go back to my entrance side and place a double door frame, place a half wall, place another half wall, place another half wall, and then place a floor triangle. Now you can completely surround this base in big walls or half walls, but I choose to do half walls just because it's more of the ability to access and add on to this base, which it allows you to do. But as you guys can see, I do regular walls on the honeycomb portions, the triangles. I will show you guys the reason that I do that. So the reason I put half walls on this section and regular walls on that section is for you to be able to place the boxes. From my knowledge, you need to have the loot room surrounded in all half walls. Now the honeycomb is just standard honeycomb, so it doesn't really matter what wall you use. Alright, now that you've done this, you want to be able to choose which side you're going to have your furnace drop down loot rooms on. So I'm going to choose this triangle and this triangle. Now basically you have to place a half wall and another half wall, so you'll have the ability to make the drop down, so make sure you guys do that. Now that you've done this, you can almost entirely close the whole base off. You want to start by placing a half wall there or a full wall, whatever you guys would like, and then make sure you place it all the way around. Since you have already chosen your furnace drop down area, what you want to do is place a floor triangle and a floor triangle, if it'll let me place it here, where you want to have your furnaces drop down to. After you've chosen those sides, you want to place a half wall to block those off. Make sure they're facing the right way here, and then you should be good with that. Now the rest of these holes in the triangles is honeycomb, so you can completely block those off, but just make sure you do not cover that triangle with the floor in it. Now it's your choice to choose what you want to do next. Either you want to place your boxes in there or you want to make the drop down effect. And this time I'm going to place the drop down effect first. So you want to close this off and close this off so they can't just slide right into your loot room. Then obviously you want to place a floor, and a floor. Now the base is starting to take its original shape. See, as you guys can see, you drop down in here, you would have your 12 boxes and your 6 shotgun traps waiting for whoever drops in here that is obviously not access on the TC. Like I said, you do need 12 boxes. Now the way you sort of place these 4 boxes in this little square, it's kind of frustrating if you don't get it the first time, but it's definitely doable nonetheless. I'm going to show you guys normally how I do it. I crouch back in that far corner, and then I crouch in this far corner. See, obviously guys, I made a mistake. If you keep trying and picking up the boxes, some of you guys may get all of these first try, but sometimes I will struggle. But you want to do that exact same thing in the other 2 squares. Alrighty guys, I finally got every single box placed. It should look like this for you guys, but if it doesn't, then obviously you did something wrong. Now it's your choice if you want to place the shotgun traps now or later. I normally place them at the very end, so I'm going to continue to do so. But now you sort of have the main loot room core of your base. Now is when you would want to place your sleeping bag on the middle triangle. Alright, on to the next step. You want to sort of finish your entryway to the base, so you will obviously place a floor triangle right here. You'll crouch jump all the way up, and then you'll place another wall frame here and sort of block off this top part. Now is when you would want to place your garage doors or say sheet metal doors. I sort of placed a sheet metal door there, garage doors here, and then I placed a sheet metal door here, and then garage doors everywhere else. I will show you guys that in a second. So now these triangles, this extra triangle, you can make it into honeycomb, basically what it was meant to be. Block that off. Block the outer side here. It's a lot easier to place this wall if you just place a twig triangle floor. So it's just something to sit there for a second. But you want to sort of seal in the outside of the base except for the roof right yet. You want to start placing a wall frame on every triangle side of the drop down. Then you want to close off this. Close off this. Close off this. Now is when you want to put your roof on, so go ahead and put a roof on every single triangle and roof here. Just in case you did forget a hole on the roof, just build some stairs up here and fix it really quickly. Okay, so now your inner core is almost done. You just have the furnace and obviously the items to place in the base. So you want to go to your furnace side where it should look like this. There should be no holes, no missing half walls, nothing like that. So now take a half wall, place a floor triangle, demolish that, and same thing on the other side here, just like that, and upgrade that floor triangle. Now place a wall frame on both sides and obviously upgrade those both. And now you have where your furnaces will be. Place 3 furnaces in that little triangle and place 3 in this little triangle. Once you've done that, it should look something like this. And now, like I said, you can choose to place your shotgun traps now, but I mean, I'll choose to place them at the end. Now, if you haven't already, you want to get your doors down. So I normally choose to place a sheet metal double door and then start placing garage doors. Make sure on the furnace ones you place it on the outer side, because with the inner, obviously the half wall pokes through. Now I just ran into an issue. If you place your bag before you place the garage doors, it glitches and it almost acts like the garage door is completely covering the bag, so you may have to pick that up and replace all the garage doors. So now that I have placed all my garage doors, I will place my bag right back in the middle, and now let's start on finishing the inside of the base. So this is the point where you will choose where you want to place your items. Personally, I'm going to place my tier 3 right in the back corner here. Now for the tier 3, you want to start by placing a small wooden box right in the far right, and then you want to get your hammer, rotate it, and then place another one in the far left, and then rotate the tier 3 back to where it was, and now you have 2 in there. Well, I'll start with a research table, and then I place my bed perfectly right beside it. Now in this section with the tier 3, if you just want to use up some space, you can get a grill or a campfire. It depends on whatever you want, but I choose the grill just because it's a lot faster and more efficient. Now you sort of have this square to choose what you want to do with it. If you want to add more storage, honestly, you have the ability to do whatever you want with this square as long as you do not block the furnaces. But now we are going to go through the base on a little time lapse and place all the gun traps where they need to be placed. Okay, now that is the inside of your base complete. Like I said during the tour, if you want to place a few gun traps here, you can. They honestly would be very lethal, especially if they raid through the front door. But that will be all the gun traps needing to be placed, unless you want to, I mean, I guess you can add a few more somewhere around here. But that is it for the building tutorial. There is one more thing you need to add on to this base. You need to come outside and look for the square foundations. The square foundations are obviously going to be the flat side instead of having the 2 like almost slanted sides. You want to go outside, place a triangle foundation on every single one of them. On the triangle foundations, you want to build up 2, upgrade both of those. Then on the other side, you want to build up 2 more, upgrade both of those, and then close it off at the roof. Now do that on the other 2 sides. It's optional to place another floor inside here, but it honestly could help you very well, but I'm not doing it just because this isn't me in a survival series. This is just me showing you my base design. Now that is the final product of this base. Like I said, there is so much more you could do with this. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you like my content and or this base design, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and maybe while you're at it, hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.